Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back to part 4 on how to get started racing game birds. On the first one I talked about facilities. Second one I was talking about the hands, and the third one I talked about selecting your roosters. And I wanted to brush up a little bit more on why I said to try to select your birds that have similar visual characteristics. You know, whites with whites. Try to get them to have the same leg color, same comb, same body type, same station, and there's a reason why you're doing that. You know, you want to, first of all, you want to have it. You want it to be easier for you to get to your goal. Okay. Once you select birds that will complement each other, you're gonna get closer to your goal a lot faster. Okay. And I was thinking preparation is key, and it honestly it is, because you need to prepare in order for you to get ahead. You need to think ahead in order for you to get there. Okay. We have 4 bloodlines here, 4 separate bloodlines, and reason being is because it had me thinking of hybrid vigor. Okay. Have you seen those chickens in the store? The ones you buy at the grocery store. Those are broilers. Okay, that's a Cornish cross breed, and those chickens were bred for a purpose. The chickens were raised for the purpose of getting bone to meat ratio in a shorter amount of time. Okay, that way they'll be able to pass them, sell them, and produce more flesh than the parent bloodlines. Okay. And the same concept applies to racing rabbits. The same concept will apply to racing pigs, racing cattle, and the same concept applies to racing game birds. Okay. Here we have a French copper Moran and an Australorp. We grab these birds. We have another one on the back. We cross these birds because we want to have bone to meat ratio and better egg quality. Okay, those are performance. We're trying to have a performance bird. The purpose of that is for us with the offspring. What we're gonna do with them is they consume less feed. They're able to lay more eggs. And they're able to produce more flesh. They're going to be fleshier, meatier birds. In order for us to achieve that, we need to have birds that will complement each other. Okay, good layer, good body size, good skeletal structure. These hens are also very meaty, and so is him. We're looking for our best individuals in order for us to increase their performance. They were using the hybrid vigor for. Okay, we hatch their eggs in incubators, and the offspring, what we do is we raise them. They grow up, they'll produce eggs for us, and then once we're done using them, once they get of an older age to where their egg production is decreasing, we'll consume them. That way we can get the most out of our birds. Okay, the same concept will apply to game birds. You need to find birds that will complement each other. Here I'm doing my cross with my F35 and a yellow-legged hatch. That's what they're called. Okay, these are purebred. My line is a pure bloodline. Pure meaning that they're able to replicate. They're able to reproduce themselves. The offspring will come out very similar. They have the same type of genes. They have same genes, the same genes. Okay, this guy here, the same thing with him. He has the same genes, yellow-legged hatch. Okay, what I'm doing here is I'm using the hybrid vigor. When a bird nicks, you want to keep on producing that. Nicks means that the offspring is going to be a better, faster bird than what their parents are. I'm introducing you to the hybrid vigor because when you're trying to raise birds, you're raising them for a purpose. Okay, you're raising your animals for a purpose, and in order for you to get to that goal, you need to have birds that are going to complement themselves. Okay, and it's known that the tighter the bloodlines are, typically you'll get better hybrid vigor results. The tighter, meaning the purer the the bloodline is, the more inbred your family is, the more the more inbred the family is, the faster you're gonna get, the better results you're gonna get when you do the hybrid crossing, your crossings. Okay, when you do your crossings, you're gonna have to do trial and error as you're working your bloodlines. Okay, this guy here is an old bird, and he got attacked by some dogs, so he has that little hunch on his back, and he got pretty damaged. I didn't think he was gonna make it, but he made it, and I'm still using him. The reason why I'm using him is because he works. It works. Him crossing him with my F35 line works really good, and I keep on repeating this process, this crossing, while I'm also experimenting on the side. I'm keeping his family pure, and I'm keeping her family pure. And the same will happen if I use, let's say, his brother or his cousin. I'll get pretty similar results because it's proven. I've tried it. I crossed them, and it works. And the reason why I say his cousin or his uncle would work with another one of her sisters or her mom or her cousin is because I'm keeping his families pure. See, I can already expect what's gonna come out of them. Okay, and that's why you keep your families pure. You keep your families pure because you know what's gonna come out of it. You have an idea of what the offspring is gonna be like. You know, you're gonna know your birds. The longer you have them, the longer you have a family, the longer you have a strain, the more you're gonna get to know them, and the more you're gonna get to know what combinations you're gonna make. So I really wanted to bring up the topic of hybrid vigor because that's part of preparation. That's part of preparing to get ahead of the game. Okay, you don't just want to breed birds nilly. What do you say that? Nilly willy. But you know, you want to have a purpose and you want to have a goal. And how you get there is by knowing your families, by knowing your birds, knowing what the outcome is gonna be of each bloodline, and then what the outcome is gonna be of each crossing. You know, so single mate your birds. That way you know which ones are crossing good with which ones. When you're doing we're getting into the strategies that you can use to keeping your families pure and creating your families. Well, yeah, creating your families. It sounds like you're creating something new, and you are, but you're pretty much all you're doing is pretty much conserving, well, creating a family because you're selecting what you want, characteristic wise, and you know, whether it's the visual or the genes that you can't see. Stress management, disease These resistance, disease resistance, and environment, adjusting to their environment, the temperature, the weather. It's not just about how they look, but that plays a big role too. Based on how they look, you can pinpoint what comes out. You know, it gives you an idea of what could potentially come out. Not necessarily, but it'll help you along the way. This here is Blue. I use him for my blue family crossing, and I use him. He's an exceptional bird. He's a great specimen. So I use him a lot in my blues program. But stay tuned, guys. I hope I didn't confuse you. I hope you I kind of opened your vision a little bit. I broadened your vision on thinking ahead and why I mean when I say preparation is key. So there you have it, guys. But the main goal is keeping the families pure, so you can measure what could come out, so you can expect what could come out. Keep your families pure. The purer you keep them, the more more accurate you're gonna get to your goal. So stay tuned, guys. We'll be talking about the strategies. I'm gonna start. Next video is gonna be about starting with a pair. You can actually make 2 families with 2 chickens. So stay tuned. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys like my videos, and I hope you guys subscribe, hit the bell button. That way you'll get notifications. I'm gonna add this video to the playlist on how to get started raising game birds from scratch. So feel free to browse through them. Look at the first one, second one. I'm gonna put them in order. This is part 4. So second part, the next part is gonna be part 5. So stay tuned, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed. Y'all have a blessed day. Thanks for watching.